hello gamers. Another great day of gaming. It's a day of having no camera. Where did you go? Ooh, camera, where did you go? I'll get to the bottom of this. Usually one of these fixes it. There she goes. No problem. Just one fraction of the wealth of professional experience I've accumulated. Okay. Definitely have audio. Everything seems to be working well. Presented by Sid Meier's Civilization 7. We didn't even have Sid though. He's just at home, drinking beer. I hope. Ali B. Thanks for the sub. Oh. Tom Hanks always haunted by that. Fortune telling machine. Gaming. Isn't the Future Game Show a Summer Games Fest thing? No, it is not. It is produced by Future Media, I believe, who is the outlet that owns Games Radar and I think a couple of other outlets. You've been hoodwinked by Jeff's branding, where he essentially lists a bunch of things that aren't his production on his website.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Future Game Show at Gamescom, presented by Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
Now, Michael?
I'm Ned Luke, though. You might know me best as 2013's Father of the Year, Michael DeSanta from Grand Theft Auto 5.
That's awesome.
I'm here today to run you guys through a boat.
I do like that this show keeps hiring video game voice actors to be hosts.
Requires partners in crime, and thankfully, I got one of the best in the business here. How you doing, Alex?
Hi, Ned.
I mean, they're trained performers.
Howdy to the folks at home. My name is Alex.
Maybe not necessarily trained as hosts, but still, it's cool, and I feel like the performance talent in video games deserves a little more clout and awareness than they usually get. Yeah, right, Critter. If anyone can read a script, it's a trained performer.
Over the next 90 minutes, you can expect.
Does FGS announce new games at all? Yes, but they're not going to be the like AAA huge games that people tend to get the most excited for. It's going to be a lot of like indie stuff. AA. That's the stuff that excites me though. This is where you'll see a lot of cool concepts, risky ideas.
Make sure you got a lot of popcorn within arm's reach because our first world premiere is coming up.
Look at that.
Now.
World premiere. No Borderlands 4. Woo. Instead, you get House of the Rising Sun with a cowboy.
They call the rising sun, and it's been the ruin of many a poor boy. And God,
Is it Civ? I guess they're sponsoring the show, but it doesn't look like Civ's art style, weirdly. Like me a theremin. Oh, it's like a theme park in space. Look at that alien. Wait, that's actually a Mars Attacks alien, though. Mars Attrax. Oh no.
That for an opener. Mars Attrax is based in the Mars Attacks universe, and it's coming in 2025. So make sure it's on your wish list.
Holy fuck.
Next up,
Thornius, thanks for the sub.
New gameplay from Spine.
I gotta send this to Steph.
Action epic. Check out this trailer. Soundtrack by John Wick composer Le Castlevania.
Oh yeah, this game looks sick. I'm really excited to see more of this.
Controlling our city. It took over the government and let the gangs tear the place apart. They've taken my brother.
I got your back. Always.
That was fucking awesome. Oh! Does that mean there's like full-on ragdolls when you're tossing people around? Or was that like a canned animation for the bar? I've been waiting for like a new sort of Minority Report game that just has enemies flopping all over the place. Looked canned. Yeah, it did look really perfect, and especially if it's pre-release footage.
I never asked for this.
It's unlikely that it'll look that clean. Yeah, it's very John Wick. The, like, judo takedown into pistol execution shit.
Spine is coming to PC and
Awesome.
consoles, so get it on your wish lists. And keep in mind that you can find all of the games featured in today's show on our official
Like,
Steam
that trailer by itself was,
Just
like,
type
more rad than most of the things that were in
and click on our Steam page.
Opening Night Live.
This next game is
Vital.
a mixed media shooter where players embark on an
Mixed media.
Atlantis. Let's check out the Explorator.
Is John Wick good or is it just camp good? Never seen one. You should check it out. It's not rocket science. It's pretty straightforward. And yes, it is very good. Unless you just have no appreciation for the physicality of stunt work. Like, if you just don't care, if you've never seen if you've watched a Jackie Chan film and you're like, I'm bored, then maybe not, but there's legitimate performing astonishment in those movies. And a lot of imagination as they go on. The first one's is by today's standards might even seem a little quaint, but it's still quite good. And it hits a lot of the storytelling notes that just make for a good but basic revenge story, a rampage movie. There's tiny lore notes that they tucked into the first movie that are fun, and then they dive pretty hard into them in an escalating way in the next films. So, you got nothing to lose, I'll say that. Yeah, the first one is great because, like you said, there's really long cuts for a lot of the action sequences. It's also like a very lumbering action film. It's not quite as crisp as the movies become. And I kind of even like it for that. John Wick himself has a bit of a different body language in the first movie that really gives it a unique flavor. Because he's like all fucked up and pigeon-toed and like... He's all busted up in the first movie. He actually gets like better and moves faster as the movies go, because it kind of has to. Anyway, that looked cool.
All right, 4X fans, you've waited long enough. It's time for your first taste of Sid Meier's Civilization 7. Let's take a look at the first...
Yeah, he's real emo. But there's like, he has a cool efficiency of movement that kind of plays in with how lumbering and kind of... He moves like an injured old man in the first one. Which is awesome.
Our potential. They inspired movements.
He has a car in the first movie and the car goes away? Well, because he uses it at the beginning of the second movie.
Created the impossible.
Yeah, Sandsbach. His movements are very efficient and also very like body weight centric. There's not a lot of like faking his strength. He doesn't like pick people up with one arm or something like other action heroes might. Now granted, he does a lot of stuff that human beings can't do. And the level of physical abuse he absorbs over the course of the films almost becomes a running gag. Like, they thrash him around. Anyway. I'm saying, like, this all means nothing to anyone who hasn't seen him.
You may have heard a familiar voice in that trailer, and that's because Gwendolyn Christie will star as the narrator in Civilization 7. Now, let's pass...
That's a good pick.
Team for even more...
I wouldn't mind listening to that while I'm building farms and stuff. Making the pyramids.
Civilization 7 has been a lift. We've been doing things that were much more challenging than we've ever had in the past. Ed came into this game.
The Mr. Keaton stuff wasn't quite as subtle. But yeah, I thought that was a little blunt, but I got what they were going for.
Slightly in one direction or the other, and make it so that our fans can't really lay out and predict exactly what we're
Strum
going to do.
Theory. Thank you for the remembering.
Disappointments is that everything came out with an expansion pack.
Sid Meier even involved in the Civ series anymore? I'm pretty sure.
Our fans
He did interviews and stuff and was like in front of the camera for 6, as I recall.
We're going to need a government here. They know that the game's going to work.
Maybe he just didn't feel like,
yields
even though his name's on it, because it kind of has to be.
And with the current design that he's
Maybe he just didn't feel like doing
combined
camera
with
stuff anymore. I
shipping
don't know.
All platforms, all at the same time. This was a lift for the team.
My name is Ed Beach, and I am the creative director for Civilization.
Yeah, I do wonder what his credit is.
I love
Probably just producer at this point.
strategy games, whether it's a board game or a video game. Love anything where there's a really detailed, involved map. So Civilization is the perfect game for me.
In Civilization, we're always trying to paint a positive picture of the world, highlight all
Foppish, I was curious about Avowed, because there's actually, I think I'm allowed to say this.
That's still true in Civilization 7. We're still highlighting the best things about each leader, about each civilization, and about each time period in history.
As a lifelong history nut, I've always been drawn to the franchise as a means of playing with history and trying to recreate history, but also creating alt history. Both of them together really allow for a rich playground to overall learn more about history and its narratives.
We always want Civilization to be a snapshot of what
There's no embargo information on this email.
and the empire you build to be this forward-looking, beautiful, shining light on a hill.
This,
And I think
the information I would like to share is not that privileged, so I do hope that this doesn't
I love the idea
reveal.
that everything you build is multicultural now.
It says nothing can be revealed
To other cultures, whether you
prior to the event, but the event started an hour ago. So, Avowed is playable.
multiple people
Xbox is doing a preview event
throughout history.
that I'm still hoping I can make my way to.
I've always loved that about Civ. I love the fact
But
that it's
I don't
a
think
positive game. It's not
we're allowed to capture B-roll.
the whole
I
game.
think they're
is
going to
about
provide that
what's
later.
best in humanity. It's about what's best in humanity.
Civilization 7.
Yeah, Avowed is coming up, isn't it?
Gameplay that fans will know and love.
It looked good. It caught my eye.
It's gonna feel really familiar. We're still highlighting the best things about each.
Oh no, wait,
leader,
this says
about
25.
civilization, and about each time.
February
But,
2025.
of course, we're spinning it in a new way and adding.
I think it's a
new
little
features
further
on
away than.
top of it.
There's a ton of cool new stuff, and you're going to have to learn it all. It's a lot, but we feel like we're teaching it to you as you go along. And when you really dig
Oh, I should have
in,
paid
you see
attention to
how
that.
deep this thing goes. And we're excited to say and really believe that this is the biggest Civ experience that we have ever shipped out of this studio.
Cool. I think Inside Games finally cleared. Immortals of Avium playthrough when? Whenever I get there in the Call of Duty thon. That'll be the payoff at the end.
Coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th, 2025. We'll have more from Firaxis later in the show, including a special gameplay trailer, so stay tuned.
Our next game actually came out yesterday. So I imagine some of you are already playing it, right? Probably raging at bosses, Googling.
That is
guides.
GTA 5, Michael.
This clip.
Pretty cool, huh?
Here's
All right,
the
I
trailer
think
for Black Myth Wukong.
it's cleared. Okay.
Master, are there more good folks in the world or bad?
More good, of course.
Then why is there always suffering? And why do the bad folks always win?
Because goodness without teeth punishes not. It only foments evil. Cleanse the world with blood and grow lotuses in it. That is your destiny.
I'm excited to start this game too.
I, the keeper of the New West, welcome the destiny.
I like adventure games that are just weird. And Journey to the West is very weird.
Those old rascals, they surely know how to name.
Is my kind destined for extermination? You're driven by glory, not destiny.
So this is the face of the destined one. It will fit me just as well.
Bathed in blood.
Alright, still have some work to do on the side here. Trying to upload a edit of Gamescom was tricky with all the copyrighted music and shit that they use. Same old thing. Ooh. Was it because of Kasabian? I mean, Yes, but also no. It was mostly the secret level and Squid Game sections. Those were locked down pretty hard. But yeah, for the full thing, I went back and took out Kasabian. That was easy because it was on its own track, and I knew exactly where it was. Cool.
Confront Destiny and Black Myth Wukong, which is out now on PlayStation, Xbox, and PC.
By the way, if you're enjoying the show, head to the link on the screen and fill out that FGS survey to have a chance at winning an iBuyPower gaming PC complete with an AMD.
Yeah, I think I'm going to replay 16 on PC.
RTX 4070 with over
And I don't know. Hopefully there's some way to just unlock hard mode from the beginning.
Showcase, you might know already what it could be.
People will hopefully crack it open in short order. Whee! Look at this guy. Nice. Frog former. Just a real bouncy, smug frogman. All right. Man, that artwork is amazing. Like somebody mixed Cuphead and Shovel Knight. Or sorry, Hollow Knight. No, Celeste. I went through every possible combination of indie game there. But yeah, they're just like the left and right dashes with the tongue. It's awesome. Nice. Sold.
Well, that was your first look.
Look at this guy. I love the design of this character.
Developers who worked on Cuphead and Rick and Morty. It's coming soon to PC, so you can add it to your wish list now on Steam.
Hey, we're taking a look at Monaco 2 now, the sequel to the indie co-op heisting hit from 2013.
It's all about the joy of improvising when your best.
Yeah, there'll be just a completed save maybe in the first day.
We wouldn't know anything about that, would we, Ned?
No, absolutely not.
I am a man who wants it all. Money, power, respect. But do you know what I want most of all? I want Monaco.
Was it in Monaco?
Let's go over the plan one last time. Today's heist, like every heist, is another step toward the prize so long denied me. Cosmo will distract the guards with her darling pooch. And Cicero will make sure they nap after playtime. Find Johnny the time he needs to shut down the machine. If the plan goes awry, no matter, Una will keep it on track. And we'll walk away one step closer to the
Yeah, dibs on Una. Damn.
Or run away, as the case may be. Heist by heist, we'll make this city ours. Or they may chase us, but we'll always be one step ahead. This is my city. This is my empire of crime. This is Monaco.
Start getting the gang.
Gosh, Monaco came out like 10 years ago, right?
2025.
Man.
We're taking a closer look at
I think Monaco was the first game I played where I was like, wait a minute, everything is Pac-Man.
Curse of the Dead Gods.
Every video game is just a slightly more complicated version of Pac-Man.
You are forgotten no more. No need to thank me. See how far you've come. Back to me!
Anything about Valve's new game? Oh, Deadlock?
Here it comes!
I don't think so. I assume if they officially announced anything that it would be out there. I got an invite, but I guess you're not allowed to stream it? Or are you, if you get invited?
The fated moment
creatures, get ready!
Oh, you can't stream it. Oh, okay. You can't talk about it? Pass. I don't know. That's just like a 500 times not my kind of game. Maybe Valve has some magic there, but I'm so cynical about hero shooters now. Or any kind of game that's really just a sales platform.
Watch is launching later this year, but it's available now in early access if you can't wait to play it.
Now we've got a new trailer for Zero Space, a story-driven, real-time strategy game built with consultation from professional StarCraft players.
Yeah, a lot of people left Blizzard, huh?
We're not the first out here. And we will not be the last. We will do everything in our power to protect humankind. Standing with the Keeper Council, we evolve our strategies to stave off the never-ending threats. Yet sacrifices must be made. Our enemies and allies alike watch with hungry eyes, ready to betray and undermine.
Yeah, it sure does look like StarCraft. Ooh.
Must move forward.
Cutscenes?
Together. Every decision has a consequence. The choice is yours.
Looks cool.
Zero Space is coming soon, so get it on your wish list. You can also support the game on
Like, I wouldn't mind a sci-fi RTS with melodramatic cutscenes.
Let's keep it rolling with another world premiere. This one's an atmospheric puzzle adventure game set in the northern latitudes.
Yeah, a campaign where your choices matter. I mean, there was a, like, shoot or not shoot moment. So at least you'll get, like, at least 10 seconds of unique footage based on whatever you choose. But yeah, I don't think there's gonna be, like... That's one of those phrases that doesn't mean anything. Unfortunately, no one says mind-bending graphics anymore.
Crowds, and keep your virtue, or walk with kings, or lose the common touch. If neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much.
Yeah, it's been a long time since my mind's been bent. I guess, like, Kunitsugami
Of distance run,
has some mind-bending visuals.
is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is
I gotta finish Hellblade, man.
be a man, my son.
Waited so long for that, and it's just such a, just such a whatever game. Ooh, they got that massive attack drum kit out. Neon Phil, thanks you for the sub. Where were you the last time your mind was bent? I want to say just sitting here, but
I will find you.
all right.
All right. Will Follow the Light is coming to PC, Xbox, and PlayStation in 2025. Alex?
It was pretty mind-bending going back to
I think
my college.
It's about time that we bust open the ones to watch yearbook, don't you, Ned?
First up is Greedfall II.
When I was in Dallas for QuakeCon, I just strolled around the old campus a little bit.
Than its predecessor.
There were some bends happening there.
Let's find out more.
Birtitimad, Garance. Welcome back to the world of Greedfall, where adventure and political intrigue await at every turn.
Yeah, what kind of game is Greedfall?
Your future is in your hands, as you strive to survive amidst greed and corruption.
Don't fall into the greed. Oh, it's an action RPG. Huh.
The year is 1231, 3 years before the events of Greedfall. You're a native of Tier 3D, and as this adventure dawns, it is the eve of the initiation that will...
Oh, it's a spider game. Ah, okay. I like spiders.
A guardian of your people's knowledge, and a spiritual leader.
Very choice oriented. Wow, okay. For some reason I thought it was like a 4X game.
Abducted by strange warriors from Gakan, the old continent, and thrown into the hull of a monstrous tall ship. After a long and arduous journey at sea, you disembark on the shores of Gakan and discover this foreign world where people have
Low budget feeling was all right.
and
Yeah.
start war and conspire amongst
Cozy,
themselves.
unremarkable.
You now seek passage back to your homelands. All the while, you must thwart the plans of the terrible man who kidnapped you in the first place.
Is this was that just a recap of the first game, or that?
Greedfall introduced the enchanted island paradise of Tir-Fredi. Greedfall II takes you beyond the island shores to the old continent of Gakan, cradle of the factions that struggle for dominance over Tir-Fredi.
Dominance.
You will explore the crowded cities of Gakan and its various landscapes shaped by the different factions, cultures, and traditions that have inhabited them over the centuries. You will have to decide where you stand when you inevitably become embroiled in their internal conflicts.
Yeah, some of the UI is pretty straightforward, huh?
But you will not be alone in your quest. You will quickly meet unique and memorable companions on your journey who may join
Like
your
the way
group.
she says things.
Discover their stories and make them a part of your group as you explore new realms together. Forge meaningful bonds, or even romances.
Oh?
Get closer to them and learn more about their background. You are the author of your own legend.
Gaming's back on the menu.
Choose and master the path of the sage you want to be, whether through diplomacy, bargaining, stealth, or your keen sense of observation. Your tracking vision may reveal clues.
So
in your
sneaky.
environment. Use your talents, craft new tools, and get help from your companions to increase your odds of success. Of course, the use of force is always an option, to adopt as you see fit. Greedfall II's all-new combat system puts you in control of combat more than ever before. Use the tactical pause at any time to stop the action.
Attack pause.
Your group strategy.
Wow, so this game is like
Tactical pause or in real time.
doing what Dragon Age isn't
All the members of your group
in terms of a
and give them
gameplay.
instructions using
Oh my god.
So it's up to you to craft the perfect tactic to defeat your enemy.
That's cool.
Change your combat style as you progress by drawing from the wide range of skill trees offered. Choose the style that suits you best, whether you're more of a melee fighter who uses traps, a range shooter with support spells, or
I get that it's the game's look, but my god, this game is brown.
you can even hone into
There's some green, I guess.
fighting styles as well.
That's honestly what I'm really looking forward to with Avowed, is like
Overcome your enemies
just a really vibrant, weird, surrealistic
is in your own hands.
land.
Greedfall
Oh, the first game wasn't like this at all. Okay.
that takes you on an unforgettable
Yeah, a lot of rocks,
adventure
sand.
where your choices shape the future of your group, your people, and the
Naya Faye, thanks for the sub.
story is yours to write, don't forget.
Coolo. Damn. That seems like a really ambitious game. I'm all about that. Oh, Spiders, yay! I'm so glad Spiders is still around.
Is launching into Steam
I thought Spiders wasn't going to make it.
24th, 2024, with a full release.
We lost Piranha Bytes.
2025.
Okay, now we're shifting gears to focus on Kimbat, a robo buddy cop 3D platformer. Are you ready for this? Yeah. Launch trailer. Let's go.
Call me Shipset. What's your idea?
Need more buddy cops.
Just follow my plan and we're home free. 3, 2, 1, duck!
Evilware
Oh,
fled
man.
to a planet. He's been building his awful army and plotting to acquire the artifact.
That's rad.
That guy's hiding in a volcano. Oh, why can't it ever be a regular beach?
Enough talk. Let's do business.
Got a sassy sidekick. I love, like, these games used to be exclusively console territory, so to have one that's kind of in a PC-oriented showcase is really, really cool.
You're in for it now, Featherface.
Shipset Evilware's on the warpath.
I think people have demonstrated, or at least the PC audience lately, thank God, has demonstrated a hunger for like all kinds of games at all times of year. Yeah, sick. That looks really cool. I'm glad that like other developers are kind of stepping up and making kinds of games that now seem to belong to megacorps that can only make one game every 5 years.
Our friends at Antistatic Studios
They used to come out like every 2 years, maybe every 2 to 3 years.
A survival shooter where players hunt creepy anomalies.
Creep anomaly. I think it's also just more accepted that most PC owners have controllers.
I'm excited.
I think people are way more comfortable making controller-centric games for PC.
Let's dive in. Phantom Line was born out of a love for horror, tactical shooters, survival games, and immersive sims.
Stalker?
I thought there was no game out there that would quench our thirst for such a blend, so we decided to set out on
That's probably the best thing about PC right now, is that no matter what kind of game you're into,
fans of all things psychological horror.
there tend to be like multiple active projects of spiritual inspirations, of that kind of thing.
Creatures and events are called the anomalies. They leak to our dimension through rifts in space and time, causing all sorts of issues.
Motley Lou, thanks for the sub.
Inspired by their incredible imagination, we started working with some of the best SCP creators out there. They already
You got a good gift there.
a ton to the world and depth of the lore.
We played hours and hours of multiplayer survival games and we loved the exploration challenges, but grew tired of starving to death every few minutes.
Yeah.
The core of the experience to be the preparation for the journey, not the desperate search of berries.
Yeah, I like what you're saying.
Was the tactical angle of that experience. That's why we are preparing a choice of realistic arsenal and tactics that you can choose to hunt down and fight the anomalies. You will need to survive in a war-torn environment, cut off from reinforcements or supplies.
You can venture out alone or take your friends with you. The game is designed as a 4-player co-op, but you can complete it and have fun as a single player.
Okay, so this is like the abiotic factor setup.
We call it the husk.
That's such a cool framework for a game.
Survive, hunt, build,
Ooh.
fight together.
We love open world games, where the environment feels like it has a life of its own, not waiting for the player to progress. We are building a vast open world, driven by a true emerging gameplay, with unpredictable events, ensuring that every encounter is a fresh challenge that can be solved in a number of other ways. In the next demo, you will venture out into an open world.
Fey gay. Fey guy? Fey gay.
To stay up to date and be among the first.
Yes, simultaneous releases, probably more likely.
Enjoy the
Just the sheer viability and profitability of PC is such a godsend, because it means things like that. Not only are all exclusives pretty much timed exclusives now, but even those people can't afford to take anymore. Like Sony can't give Square enough money to make it worth any kind of timed exclusive for them, which is good. We want that. That's why platform competitiveness is good. But they have to be like good, viable platforms.
Phantom
That was cool.
is coming soon to SCPC.
Oh, I see what yeah. Buckle up. Here's the latest update.
He got swatted. He got took out because he was getting too close to the truth.
Post-apocalyptic driving adventure. Buckle up.
Oh, Kyle, you tried the demo for that and you didn't like it? Road trip game. That reminds me, I gotta play Dustborn. I was curious about that one. I know that it's basically DOA, which is sad, but still curious about it. Eror 55. Thanks for the sub. So plucky.
Start your wish listing engines because Caravan Sandwich is coming to PC later this year.
Okay, our next section is a little different.
And the writers have to think of so many different ways to tell people to wish list things.
Special feature covering the most exciting upcoming fantasy games.
But before we get into that, let's kick off this fantasy section with some exclusive footage from the Lord of the Rings.
I hope they got a lot of money for this.
And get a taste of the many journeys that we're going to witness.
Lord of the Rings.
Elrond.
La, 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 la.
To fear this power.
Is wishlist the new metric now? Pretty much, yeah. There's actually a really good article on Games Industry about how like all games forecasting is basically useless now. Wish lists are probably still the best metric for determining audience interest and momentum, but even those aren't 100% indicative. Here, I'll dig it out because it was a good article. Had some quotes from a lot of the scrappier indie publishers that have been around for a while, like Devolver. Here.
First up on our list of
interesting reading
fantasy games, we have got a bold new RPG with an electrifying art style. Metaphor Fantasia embroils players in an intrepid tournament for the throne that involves cursed princes, fairy familiars, forbidden magic, and faraway dungeons. Metaphor arrives from the minds behind Persona 3, 4, and 5. So as well as a beautiful UI,
it's got the same spell names.
You can expect a
Harukaja
soundtrack and a series of life simulator systems that help to augment the profound nature of the epic journey ahead. Thankfully, you won't have to wait too long to set off, as Metaphor Fantasio is launching on October 11th, 2024 for PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Like a game like that coming to PC is awesome. The fact that it come to PC at all is sick, but same date is incredible. Sourdough, thank you for the sub.
Tackling action RPGs, where players scheme, trap, craft, and fight their way to monster mastery. Taking place across a vast expanse called the Forbidden Lands, players will ride their raptor companions through this mighty open world, scavenging for supplies and coming face to face with formidable Animal Kingdom hybrids that require cunning plans and a catalogue of weapons to conquer. Fantasy fans should start sharpening their wits and their weapons, because Monster Hunter Wilds is coming to PC and consoles in 2025.
Yeah, love Sega for that. Sega was pretty early on PC.
Dragon Age Inquisition,
and I feel like because they started supporting that platform earlier,
players step into the shoes of
they can handle simultaneous releases a lot more smoothly now. Whereas like Sony's trying to figure it out, Square's trying to figure it out.
Hellbent on tearing down the veil between worlds. Can you stop the realm from being torn asunder? Find out when Dragon Age The Veil Guard launches later this year on PC, PlayStation, and Xbox.
Welcome to the most exclusive club in all of Albion.
Carrying the torch lit by Lionhead Studios in the early 2000s.
Oh yeah.
Playground Games is
so I guess, what is it, Shadows of Albion, Masters of Albion? The Peter Molyneux game is in the Fable universe because he's just like, whatever.
Where players will grapple with the burden of being a hero.
They're not allowed to trademark Albion, so...
Legendary beasts. Choice and consequence.
I guess he's right about that.
Part of the Fable framework, and this has been teased with the introduction of fans and haters, as well as a mysterious rival hero. We'll find out more when Fable comes to PC and Xbox in 2025.
How's the hangover? Not bad at all. I had like a small headache last night, but
Season 2.
I've learned how much water I need to drink, pretty much.
This August 29th. You can also wish list our most anticipated fantasy games on the Future Games Show Steam page. Just type Future Games Show into your search engine and click on our Steam page.
But back to the trailers now, as we're taking a peek at Rogue Waters, a tactical pirate roguelite from Tripwire Interactive.
Yeah, mostly I was just reeling. I had a real haze, real post-Karate Rock haze that I had to shake off. Which I may not have done yet. We'll see.
Navigate savage waters and choose your battles wisely. Gather your crew and ready yourselves to board the enemy vessel. Weaken the enemy by choosing your targets wisely.
Yahar.
Board the enemy vessel with sharp positioning and clever tactics. Victory will be yours. Tame the legendary beasts to fight alongside ye in battle.
What happened to Skull and Bones? Came out and everyone loved it.
Consider me timbrous.
Yeah, Tactical Breach Wizards is supposed to be out soon, right? Got a pretty good review from PC Gamer, I think I saw.
Taking a small break from our host
Really cool idea.
now, as we're about to air a series of back-to-back trailers.
It's a classic blitz play. We've got dwarfs, demons, and dice rolls to come, so there's a little sum for everyone.
Let's
Classic.
kick it off with Dwarven Realms, a new...
Oh, it's out tomorrow.
RPG
Fuck yeah.
Launching in September.
Man. Got Dustborn, Black Myth, Tactical Breach Wizards all this week. I thought I was going to finish Metal Gear Solid soon. Ooh. Yeah, I forgot about Concord. My bad. Thank you for reminding me about Concord. Yeah. Skull and Bones softened us up so that Concord could come in and show us what art really is. Isn't it? Yeah, it's out this week, right? Tomorrow, I think?
When the Rift is in trouble, the only ones you can rely on are...
Yeah, Starfield has a buggy.
roguelike RPG.
Wow.
Teams of unique heroes.
Can you drive it in town?
He's a bit of
Probably
a
not.
but he loves blasting specters or the mysterious Shade Strike, the smooth-tongued gambler from the Shadow Dimension. Assemble your favorite heroes, strategize to make insane combos, but watch out because Ragnaros World crushing bosses are no joke. Take on the Rift in style with the epic cartoon soundtrack by Brad Green. Experience wicked comic cutscenes in Dimensional's campaign mode, or blast your way through the open rift and face incredible and unpredictable challenges. Encounter a huge cast of characters like the Rogue Rifters, here to help you take down the bad guys. Or are they?
This character needs to smash through like a stack of plastic bricks. I'll stop you. I feel like that shit doesn't happen anymore. Commercials that depict children using their imaginations with toys. Maybe I'm wrong. Need to watch more Disney Channel, clearly. Oh, people have driven it in cities. Okay. Do the NPCs react to it and stuff? Can you hit people? Can run them over and the buggy has a gun. All right, that's pretty sick. There's laser? Steven Seagal's Counter-Strike. Defuse. All right. They have kind of funky proportions, the characters.
My darling daughter. Emily and Chester are doing well. Your city kids are getting used to the Bloomtown way of life. They started wandering all over our peaceful town. Besides, it'll do your kids some good to meet some folk with proper manners. I've put them to good use, doing some small chores around the house. It'll temper their excessive talking, I hope. Well, they're not bad kids after all. They don't go where they're not supposed to. I think they even befriended some local kids. Either way,
Ooh.
They'll be fine. You know how nice.
Pixel art in the battle scenario looked amazing. Ooh. Ooh. Those monster designs are super neat. Ah, okay, it's one of them's. Interesting.
Hey guys, ready for game night? See you in 5. Hey!
Let's play.
Come on.
Check this out, guys.
Man. That's a cool idea. It does seem like...
I'm ahead of you now.
What?
Aw. We're getting there, we're getting there. We're almost at the Star Trek future. Yeah, you gotta buy our board games again. But now you can play it with people on the internet.
How about this one?
Or maybe just everyone's in the same room and nobody feels like setting up the game. Yeah, Tabletop Sim did it first, but this one's got Meta Quest branding.
Okay, I hope y'all enjoyed those.
Now you get to pay a subscription fee. I don't know if that's the case, but God, if you had to rent your
It's an open
virtual
world
board
interaction
games.
shooter where you fight for survival against an apocalypse of natural forces. Here's an interview with the team at Shark Mob, so you can learn more about it.
Yeah. Ownership just leads to headaches. Don't worry about that. Give us your credit card and shut up.
In the world of Exor, which is kind of like a parallel alternate timeline deal we've set up, it's in the near future. Mankind is facing a looming climate disaster.
When the climate disaster became really bad, humanity rallied behind a project called Rebirth. So the ambition with Rebirth was to save humanity, to try to stop the climate disaster from happening.
Politics.
Something goes terribly wrong, resulting in an even worse disaster than we originally tried to avert. And in this disaster, the players kind of get caught up in initially a bit of a mysterious conflict, which you get to explore in the game and you get to figure out exactly what's going on behind the scenes. But essentially, you are a rebel trying to save mankind, and things get progressively worse. Kind of like a firefight in a tornado. It gets worse and worse.
This is supposed to be 90 minutes, so I think it lasts another 45 minutes, basically. Hey, Chum and Big Hoss, thanks for the sub. 53 months, which is almost 54 months, as you pointed out.
Looking to grab some loot
Indeed.
in a certain area, but oh no, suddenly there's a massive tornado.
Oh no!
And you're getting ambushed at the
There's a tornado!
That dynamic change that we think is really exciting and
That's pretty cool.
So when players go in,
I do wish more games would use, like,
an even second to
weather
they're having to
as a
constantly
mechanic.
change their decision making. What do I do? How do I go after my objectives? What do I want to do now?
In Exor, you are what you carry. So if you want to do a lot of damage, you need a big gun. If you want that gun to behave in a different way,
Kenobi Corner.
attachments,
Thank you for the sub.
modify that gun.
Also, I agree.
It's the same
Gaming.
for the Exor. If you want that Exor to do have different abilities.
I also need to excuse myself for a moment. I'll be right back.
However, if you die, you lose it all, which means that it's very high stakes when you're out in a session, and you need to extract to be able to keep everything you have collected to the next session.
I think people who've already sampled extraction shooters and enjoy them, there's going to be lots for them to enjoy and get in on. People who've played PvP shooters of different ilks, the more traditional ones, they're also going to have an exciting time within the world.
We've had a mantra since many years back, since previous employments, which is always playable. Basically get the game up and running quickly, at least for us it's always been in multiplayer, so you can have people come in, evaluate it, and then you build based on user feedback. The natural evolution for us from that was something we call community first, which is we always develop the game with the community in mind.
And we've begun to do these closed tests where we play with not just tens or hundreds of players, but thousands of players, and we get their feedback. And we get to see how in line our thinking is with the people that we want to ultimately play our game.
We listen, we look at the data, and we get a very solid understanding so we can progress and make additional content, additional features.
You can wishlist Exor on Steam, join our Discord, or go to the website and sign up for the playtest.
Exoborn is coming soon to PC and consoles, so wishlist it now. You can also sign up on the official website for future playtests.
Exoborn.
All right, it's time for another world premiere. This one's kind of like Fall Guys, except with flightless birds.
All Guys with penguins. Sure. I see what happened. You guys thought you could talk about feminism while I was gone? No, thank you. This is a place for video games. Oh, okay. Kind of like a Mario Kart Battle Royale. Yeah, why hasn't this been made already? Makes sense. That makes a load of sense. Penguin, but fast. I'm surprised Sega hasn't made a Monkey Ball Battle Royale. This looks like a good time. Like it's just impossible to be in a bad mood. Look at that hair.
You heard it here first. Fast Penguin coming to PC and consoles in September 2024.
Next, we've got a cooperative survival game from the team that brought you Surgeon Simulator.
Yes!
First
I mean, Surgeon Sim is really good.
Skies.
You got grapples? Ooh. I was hoping you'd see the grapple wrap around another object. That always gives me tinglies. That's pretty fun. You can like grapple onto player-made vehicles. Is that Worlds Adrift? Not familiar with that. Is it the same thing? It's like a co-op survival game on islands?
Touring on to PC soon, so look out for it.
Okay, our spotlight montage is up next, where we're gonna hone in on a set of 6 games launching in the near future.
Nick Roberts. Have you ever wondered if you could survive in an ever-changing post-apocalyptic landscape? Well, wonder no longer. With the brutal survival simulator Inzone II. Build settlements and balance resources and face off against an unforgiving...
That looks pretty damn similar, huh?
Inzone 2, launched on August 26th, but it's available in early access on Steam right now.
Take a trip back to the 1980s with Tormenture, a dark horror adventure starring a cursed retro cartridge that is affecting the world around you. Solve puzzles as you steel yourself to a variety of eerie disturbances, and watch out for the surreal enemies that skulk in your shadowy surroundings. Tormenture is coming soon to PC, but you can check out a demo on the game's official Steam page.
Yeah, new Faith. Man, Faith was really good.
Gory twist. Swap Meet allows players to augment themselves with the discombobulated viscera of their enemies. Inspired by games like Hades and Returnal, you'll play as an upgradable galactic meat scientist, always on the lookout for powerful leftovers. Swap Meet is coming soon to PC, but the first 1,000 players to sign up at go.playswapmeet.com/FGS will get guaranteed access to the next playtest.
Fantastic title.
Sea Power, naval combat in the
There's another floaty island game called Aloft.
simulator from the lead designer of Cold Waters. You'll take part in
That's 3 of the same game. Huh.
Eror Supremacy,
Ooh.
using realistically modeled vehicles and weapons. Players can enjoy a dynamic campaign with multiple theaters, where they must use their wits to respect the rules of engagement in historical and fictional combat scenarios. Sea Power is coming soon to PC, and you can wishlist it now on Steam.
Cool.
Harness the fury of the elements.
Military Sim used to be like a whole genre on PC in the 90s.
set in a procedurally generated magical world. Alone or with up to 8 players in co-op, you'll pilfer dangerous storms for resources.
Oh, Aloft isn't out yet?
Treasure to craft epic structures and topple deadly bosses. What secret
But Worlds Adrift is.
as you conquer this mysterious landscape? Find out when Stormforge launches on PC in 2025.
Discover scintillating synergies in Dark Sky, a tactical deck builder with an emphasis on narrative. Players will explore the hostile surface of an alien planet, crafting cards and exploiting weaknesses as a band of heroes hell-bent on saving their homeworlds. Dark Sky is coming soon to PC.
We're
Neato.
back on stage, and we've got another special section for those of you who can't resist the allure of one more turn. Here's a special gameplay trailer for Sid Meier's Civilization 7.
2K dropping that check. I wonder if they're actually going to try to promote Civ. I have no idea how well Civ sells. But it seems like they're, well, between this and its presence in Opening Night Live, it seems like they're angling on placement for it. Let's see here. Oh, Civ 6 was 10 million. That's really good. That's enough for to be considered like a banner franchise for someone like 2K. Okay, I can see why they would try to get the word out then.
Well, we hope you have enjoyed that closer look at Civilization 7's gameplay.
Looked like Civ.
That's not all. We've got an interview with the team at Firaxis Games focusing on the new features coming to the game, so check it out.
When Ed Beach first pitched
Googie
the
Glop
concept of what he thought
says they wish Nintendo would make a battle royale based around Mario platforming mechanics.
where he could go next.
Wasn't that Mario 35?
Really change the way the players
I guess it wasn't like a full game, but
really bring something new to the table, not just
I think they did that.
on top of what we already have.
Pretty cool.
By breaking the game up in ages, we're able to simulate better that rise and fall of the civilization and have one turn into another culture and people with their own unique identity and continue to build on your empire in a new way.
What makes Ages...
Was it 35? Was that the number on that one?
The ability to really focus in on that particular time period, whether it's the interaction between the civs, between the leaders, the nature of that interaction. That's what the age system really allows for, that kind of experimentation on a level that has not been seen before in previous Civ titles. When you pick a new government, what does the grocery store owner think about that? When you go to war, what kind of experience do your soldiers go through? These are the kinds of insights that the narrative system offers, these windows into the everyday lives and experiences and reactions of your people to what you are doing as the leader and what is happening during this particular period of time in the history that you're creating.
So one of the cool things about Civilization
Yeah, you're right,
7
Pro Max. Nintendo's not really showing anything.
ingenuity
Maybe do they just not go to Gamescom?
is that you have a chance to win the game pretty much at any point.
Hmm.
You're never really out of it. When you get to a new age, you get new strategies, you can pivot and change things up. And then in the final age, you get a chance for that
there was this.
victory to knock out the other players. And even if you...
Due to lack of submissions.
previously, the chance to get that victory at the end is pretty much always there.
They have games coming out this year. I guess they just didn't give a shit.
Is the way that you have new cultures emerging based on how you play. So if I'm playing, for example, Confucius,
when I go to the next stage, I've already got some lines.
Yeah, maybe Nintendo just didn't care.
I've already unlocked a couple
They seem
civilization options.
they don't necessarily feel compelled to participate in all PR events like everyone else does. They were the first company to drop out of like the big
I can change the path of my
platform conferences and just do their own thing.
Based on how you've played, based on the civ you've chosen, based on the leader you've chosen, that determines the next culture.
Yeah, they got that museum to open. That is interesting though.
Go into the next stage. It's a really cool growth.
I guess on a meta level, they probably
your culture as you go through time.
don't want to put a lot of budget behind marketing games right now.
The modern age, you've got
Kind of makes sense. These are the twilight years of the Switch. Although they still have pretty aggressive
that you've built an empire
forecasts for this year, I think.
You are proud of, and that you have had fun.
Or maybe they just think they have no sales to be gained from this audience, which might be the case. If they're going to try to sell their remaining Switches, they might be targeting different people.
Place I've worked where we actually look and listen to our fans and then integrate those things into the game to make it a better game. It's kind of like everybody's Civilization, not just ours.
We love our community. We always say that we have the best fans in gaming, and it's true. We love listening to our community, getting all of the feedback that we can about the game from Civilization 6 and games prior. We gather it all.
We love
listen
you.
To it, we make tweaks to it, and we put a lot
We're
of
Firaxis,
thought
and we love
that
you.
into Civilization 7 and continue to build it into the best game possible.
Oh, Future Game Show is very PC forward.
That stands the test of time in
I think it might be PC focused.
coming to PC, consoles, and Switch on February 11th.
I don't think of.
We've got another world premiere coming up next.
I don't remember if any console exclusive has ever been in the show.
Let's check it out.
I'm sure if they paid enough, they'd gleefully be in there, but. I think Heavenly Blade might have been in Future Game Show. But I do think that this show, its market positioning is also just incidentally very PC focused. If something's gonna be a console exclusive, then that platform holder is gonna wanna like push all the marketing beats themselves because there's a lot of investment in it usually. Whereas more generalist shows like this, you have to like share screen time with 150 other indie games. Oh, that's cute. Reminds me of Ori. Looks awesome, though. Owie, the shapeshifter. Good tropical energy.
Maui the Shapeshifter is coming soon to PC. You're welcome.
And now
that's PC, huh?
Forward, okay? Because we've got another ones to watch deep dive for you now, and this one's all about the end of the world, isn't it?
Yeah, while I recover from Ned's British accent, here's
British?
Rebellion Games to tell you more about Atomfall.
I thought my British was great.
All right, yeah.
Ooh.
I'm Ben Fisher. I'm Associate Head of Design for Rebellion, and I'm working on Atomfall. Atomfall is a survival...
Oh man, Rebellion?
1950s Yorkshire, where the player wakes up inside a quarantine zone surrounding the Windskill plant, and they have to uncover...
Motherfucking Rebellion.
...has caused this quarantine and how to survive the mysteries that they find there. With Atomfall, we wanted to try something new, and that involved bringing in lots of different reference points. One of the games that has influenced...
One of those beautiful devs that's been around for decades.
You can see some parts of something like Fallout in there, but also Other games in that similar genre, like Metro, even
Were founded in 1992.
you wake up
So
in a
rad.
bunker inside this nuclear quarantine.
Ah, I think I just heard the doorbell. I'll be right back.
Connect to this larger story. The major motivator for the player through the story is finding out how they relate to this disaster, what this disaster is, how they can escape. We don't tell you what your backstory is, but we plant clues through the game about what it might be. There are several mysteries that we set up but won't pay off as part of this larger world building. Part of the reason for that is to give you room to express yourself and to make those decisions yourself, but part of that as well is that the history of that kind of British storytelling is to open mysteries and not fully resolve them in a satisfying way. So it fits nicely with the kind of world that we're trying to build. We wanted the combat in this game to feel very kind of brutal, high stakes, kill or be killed survival. So the combat system blends melee combat options with ranged combat.
Yeah, I'm back.
You can find melee weapons.
I had to sign for a package.
Kick enemies, you can smack them with a heavy strike or jab at them with lighter strikes. And we want you to mix up these options, so you've got to choose every shot carefully. So that kind of high intensity.
Have been any world premieres for the Vision Pro? Like a VR headset?
Sure as many players as possible can enjoy the play.
No.
So we've approached
No hardware as far as I know.
slightly different way, and we approach it instead as different play styles. So the game has a survival element,
Oh.
it has a combat
It was a
element,
joke.
it has an investigation element, and we give the player the options at the start of the game to
It was a humor joke.
tune any of those channels of gameplay to have the play experience that they prefer. We've added lots of accessibility options as well to make sure the game is playable by as many people as possible. Atomfall is coming to PlayStation 4 and 5, Xbox, PC, a Day 1 Game Pass in 2025.
Ooh.
Core blimey. Investigate the apocalypse when Atomfall lands on PC and consoles in 2025.
It's getting better. It's
It's
great.
Irish, kind of.
Yeah, no, it's
God help me.
Kind
This
of.
next game was revealed during our spring showcase earlier this year. It is a cult simulator that puts players in service of the Eldritch gods.
That rocks.
So here's the latest update on the Worshippers of Cthulhu.
Peggy 18.
Toxic Sea Sponge. The show started about an hour ago. I think it's got maybe another 30 minutes left. Ooh. Mark from work. Fucking Mark. Deliciously demented.
Breaking news. Worshippers of Cthulhu is coming to PC and consoles on October 21st, 2024.
All right. Now it's time to check in with Spirit of the Samurai, an adventure game inspired by Japanese mythology.
Cool. Oh, lost the camera. Eesh. It's hot, guys. I'll put on my little mans. This looks cool. Ooh, this looks really cool. Stop motion? There I am. All right, I'm in. I didn't know that I would be super down with playing as a little blue guy, but the animation style looks so good.
Spirit of the Samurai is coming to PC in autumn 2024.
Now we've got an update on Starship Troopers Extermination. Let's see what Offworld has been cooking.
Hi, I'm Chaz Barker. I'm the lead game designer of Starship Troopers Extermination. Let me tell you about something we're introducing to the game. It's this monstrosity of a tank, but in bug shape. It's called the Tankabug. It has a suite of different moves that it's going to ruin your day with. We're trying to make the Tankabug experience as close to the movie as possible.
Awesome.
Do as much damage as possible before he probably gets mad at you.
I'm Tamira Spara, aka Tammy. I'm the lead environment artist on Starship Troopers Extermination. Boreas. This is an icy planet that has been infected by a bug meteor. The bugs have had time to mutate and evolve within that frosty environment. That's where our players are going to be able to encounter the Frost Drone and the Frost Warrior. So we're very excited to introduce this new biome to you guys, and we really hope that you guys enjoy it.
Ooh. I mean, for people asking how this is different than Helldivers, there's a whole phase of a match in this game where you build a base and have to defend for a while. I know that Helldivers has moments like that where you have to wait for the extraction ship and stuff, so it's kind of like that, but it's got like walls and gates and stairs and things you can put in. Ooh, Casper.
He's forming the best
Rico's Roughnecks.
All military branches, and he's invited you to come and try out for a special operations group. When we launch in console in October of 2024, that is just the start of a very robust roadmap of features and gameplay moments that we'll be bringing in, so you can expect to see tons more bugs and worlds to explore in Starship Troopers Extermination.
Extermination, amusingly, has a little less
consoles in October 2024.
smarmy American patriotic intensity.
Fry some bugs. It's already available in early access.
Maybe they've added more since.
Gameplay trailer for Los Pingueros, a multiplayer snowball brawler.
Or Pengies, huh?
Duke it out with your buddies in melting arenas. Cool, comfortable, air-conditioned paint. Oh, I can dig that.
You would.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I guess 2024 is the year of the penguin. I'm okay with that. Whoa! Combo. Alright, that's pretty cool.
Los Pingueros is coming soon for PC and Nintendo Switch.
Now, if you remember, during the summer showcase, the Future Game Show launched a new initiative to spotlight up-and-coming indie games. We called on developers to submit their games in a tight 45-second format, kind of like indie elevator pitch, if you will.
Well, our inbox has been overwhelmed with creativity, and the crew behind the scenes has picked out some of their favorite examples to share with the world. Do you want to take a look?
Sorry, I'm posting our
Hi, I'm Dana, and I work on Projected
opening night live edit on Discord.
The story of
Sorry, not Discord.
is about a little girl named Zenka.
Patreon.
Together, they tell stories and animate them through shadow play on the wall. After moving
Ooh!
houses,
Horrible streams. Thanks for the sub.
mother's old photo album as an inspiration for her fantastical dreams.
Any highlights for me of this presentation so far? I mean, Spine. Spine was rad.
Shadow silhouettes on the wall to uncover
Croak looked really good.
feeling of playing in your bedroom during warm summer nights.
Spirit of the Samurai we just saw looked awesome. I'm gonna post it on Discord too, don't get me wrong.
Here on PC
I
and
have to do
Mac,
both.
so be sure to wishlist Projected Dreams on Steam.
Hi everyone, my name is Martinez, and along with my colleague Montas, we are
There we
the
go.
developers of
Almost
Haunted
missed
Paws, a
the-
game where you play as two puppies trying to rescue their human friend trapped inside a haunted mansion. You'll have to work together to complete puzzles and sneak past monsters that live inside the mansion. The whole experience is focused on two-person multiplayer, so it's perfect for couples and friends alike. We'll feature both local split screen and online multiplayer, so you can play on the couch or across the country. Only one player has to purchase the game and can then invite their friend to play for free. The game also has a full range of customization options for your playable character, which allows you to bring your real-life dog into the game. Haunted Paws will be coming to some major consoles, but we still haven't decided on the release date yet. In the meanwhile, you can follow us on social media for development updates, and don't forget to wishlist on Steam so you know when the game is out.
Hi, I'm Pablo Coma from Rablo Games, and I'm super excited to tell you more about Necrostory. Necrostory is a light-hearted RPG where you play as a powerful and kind of evil necromancer. You cast powerful necromancy spells, raise armies of skeletons, sign dark pacts with demons so that you can later transform into them, and most importantly, you capture dead enemy souls before they fly away in order to...
The voice actor being there is not a tease for GTA. No way. No way at all. I don't even think he's I don't think he's working on GTA 6.
Upgrade each of your own spells using their dedicated skill trees. Necrostory will be available for PC and consoles in September 2024.
Maybe he'll show up.
Hi, I'm Alex and I'm a solo dev working on a multiplayer action RPG called Sword Eye. Sword Eye is an extraction looter that combines the fast...
We need GTA 6 trailer 2 at this point.
With massive multiplayer...
From Rockstar's perspective, we don't need anything. We're gonna buy it. Doesn't matter what. It would be nice though, but from their perspective, I don't think there's a lot of incentive into driving people insane with marketing material just yet. So Rockstar, for Red Dead and for GTA 5, they did these like deep dive videos that CD Projekt actually sort of imitated with Cyberpunk 2077. So we'll probably get one of those, like a full walkthrough tutorial video. Welcome to Grand Theft Auto 6. Shit like that. In Grand Theft Auto 6, you play as an enterprising young criminal.
Details on how to submit your game.
All right, let's keep things moving and take a trip to Bionic Bay.
Yeah, as I recall, that happened like 2 to 3 weeks before release, so we'll still a wait to go. Cool. Oh, Black Mesa Corp. Thanks for the sub. Oh. Holy cow. It's like Noita with pre-made levels and shit. Oh, that's cool. This is pretty mind-bending. Cool. Bionic Bay.
Bionic Bay is coming to PC in 2025, but of course you can wishlist it right now.
Yeah, I hope you're not getting tired of all these world premieres because we've got yet another one coming up.
The rift took us all by surprise.
So tired of all these world premieres.
Mistralia was about to vanish into oblivion. But when the goddess called, I answered.
It's a big world out there.
Into this music.
Don't be afraid to take the wrong path. If nothing else, it'll make a good story.
Collect the world's memories to shape the powers within you. Even our guardians seem to have forgotten who they are.
World premiere. Thank you, Igni Wolf.
Memories of the world. Enlighten me. And give me the strength to face the shadows that threaten me.
Mistralia. Oh.
Memories await.
Cool. That looks sick. Run around, punch some stuff. Echoes of Mistralia.
Unleash your magical creativity in Echoes of Mistralia, which is coming soon.
You gotta say it like that every time. Mistralia.
World premieres just to keep you on your toes. This next
Hail and welcome to Mistralia.
Half-Life. Love it.
Half-Life. Or premiere Half-Life G. Oh. I like that he had twirly eyes. Alright. I like this music. Ooh. Don't get comfy. Here comes the comfy demon. Oh, that's spooky though. Neat. Nightmare House. Reimagined. What? There was a Nightmare House before? Okay, cool. I mean, down. Spooky. Nightmare House. Oh, it was a mod. Okay. Beware Nightmare House.
Nightmare House Reimagined is opening its doors to PC players in 2025. The developers are also bringing the original Nightmare House mod to Steam. So watch out for that in the near future.
All right, it's time for
What was it,
set
though?
of back-to-back trailers. So get your wish.
Oh, it's for Half-Life 2. Ah, they said that.
We take a breather.
Nightmare House.
Oh,
okay.
Man, I'm getting old.
Neat. Neat. Hello, Loofbox. That inverse kinematics, huh? His foot up on the rim like that? Medieval zombie sim? Damn, that's pretty awesome. Ooh. Huh. What a cool idea.
Do you fear death? Most mortals do. And for those who accept it, there is power. Back again, are you? Come now. You can do better than that.
Neat, I think. Ooh. Do like twin stick shooters. Like an Alien Swarm or something? Yeah, Ruiner? Man, I gotta go back and play through Ruiner. I never finished that. Yeah, that music. Ultimate cyber beats. Look at a cone on his head. Plants vs. Zombies?
Central, this is dispatch. Do we have any more agents on standby?
Cool. There's good versions of everything being made. It's awesome. I mean, I guess good is presuming a lot, but still.
Write these lines from a lost monastery in the Pyrenees.
I did not play Synthetic. I'm not even familiar with it.
Although I came here as a guest, I am now a prisoner.
Synthetic. Ultimate.
Luckily, I am not alone. A group of companions and I are planning our escape. We must confront violence, corruption, and our own fears. Thus begins our tale. May God have mercy on our souls, or whatever is left of them.
Wow. That looked really slick.
Welcome back. What's up next, Ned?
Well, Beyond Galaxyland is a stylized cyberpunk RPG adventure. And we got some news about when you can get your hands on it.
So many acronyms.
As the very universe unravels. And all life hangs in the balance. You better start believing in heroes. Guys? Stranded a billion light years from home. No idea if Earth still even exists. And a sentient gas cloud devouring the cosmos? You're not gonna save this universe alone. Skyrocket across the far reaches of the galaxy to assemble a ragtag crew of specialists.
I was thinking about an Acronox lately.
That might just tip the balance. Though with every planet teeming with galactic nemesis and a secret power manipulating reality from behind the curtain.
Damn, okay.
Time and space.
Some of this art is really legit.
Easier said than done.
Huh.
Beyond Galaxyland. Plummeting to Earth on September 24th.
That's pretty soon.
Now.
Huh.
Guys.
Interesting.
Beyond Galaxyland is coming to PC and consoles on September 24th, later this year.
This next section, the ones to play montage, features games with demos available on
Ooh,
Steam.
like what I see on the left
Try
here.
them all out right after the show.
They actually both look cool, but
Who
still.
made the cut this time?
A pre-rendered look.
First up is Miniatures, an anthology of dreamlike adventures about childhood.
Huh.
Next up, we've got Anima Flux, a cooperative Metroidvania set in a desolate, far future world.
And here's Tiny Glade, a relaxing sandbox game where you doodle digital castles in pastoral environments.
Or how about Office Fight, a physics-based puzzle game where you break stuff because work sucks.
Amen.
Last but not least, here's Wilmot Works It Out. It's a cozy game where you put together jigsaw.
Cozy. That does look cute.
That was our ones to play montage. If you want an easy way to find all those games, check out our official Future Games Show page on Steam. What's next, Alex?
Well, our friends at Thunderful have sent over the launch trailer for SteamWorld Heist 2. Let's check it out.
I'm in.
Montage. I think I played SteamWorld Dig for a couple of hours, and that's about my only experience with it. Huh. Oh, Jesus. Steam World is steamier than I thought.
It seems even robots can't resist a big score. SteamWorld Heist 2 is out now on PC and console.
Our next game stars a novelist pup who is learning to live in a world after war. And don't let the
Oh my
trailer
God.
fool you. It really is that gorgeous.
Jesus. Look at this. Business pup. Yeah, this is pretty damn adorable. I guess it probably plays like a point-and-click adventure game. Yeah, the art be arting. How pleasant. Shit. Oh, no. Okay. Okay.
Yep, you saw that right. Sunset Hills is out now on PC. And a console release is coming soon.
Okay, it's time for the final entry in our Ones to Watch yearbook now. It's a cannon simulator with an exceptionally long name, but thankfully the developers have shortened it to PVKK.
Oh, come on. That's no fun. No guts, no glory. I'm going to do this thing, all right? What's the actual name? Let me try it out. Okay, so this game is called Planet and Antiplanet Bingun.
Nailed it!
I know, you know what? Never mind. Screw it. Let's just roll the interview. What are these guys doing to me?
Haba Juju. The Jabba Jubu. Oh, yeah, that's pretty bad. Helenitin Verti. Didn't quite get it. Skanonen Kommandant.
Bits, and we are a small indie developer in Germany. We are working on Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant, or PVKK in short, and essentially it's Space Invaders, but the cannon you fire is really complicated.
That's awesome.
You are in the small bunker and you are tasked with fending off an interplanetary invasion from space, so you shoot down spaceships. Maybe you've been wondering if PVKK is a horror game even, or a narrative game. And really a simulation game, but a very approachable one. Not
You have to oil the fucking knobs and shit?
Manual for very long.
Awesome.
We do have a lot of narrative parts and mystery parts that are intended to give more reason to actually firing the cannon. So you get some story with that.
Ooh.
And you know why you're doing that.
Attention, Commander. Stand by for mission debriefing. Commander, your service today was at the expected level.
I wanted to explain a little bit what you actually do in the cockpit. So first of all, you manage the energy levels. So you have different types of generators depending on where you are at the game. And you generate energy to use with your cannon and in your facility.
This is cool.
Then you need to monitor the space where the spaceships come in and try to land on your planet. And you need to identify them, detect them, classify them, and then you need to make a plan how you want to approach that situation. If you've chosen a weapon on a target, you go into this long firing sequence where you just ammunition, get it ready for firing, and then you have to basically calculate
like Steel Battalion.
the angle you have to shoot the gun. Because the ships are moving at a certain speed and you know your projectile is moving at a certain speed, so you have to calculate how much you need to lead your shot. And then you adjust the cannon and get everything ready without losing energy. And then you can fire the shot. And this, depending on the ship's size, this has to be a really well done sequence. Because there are larger ships, and there you don't need to be super precise. But you can also be really precise. Like you can hit a 2-meter target at a 15-kilometer distance if you calculate correctly, even with the big gun.
That looks so cool.
To release Planetenverteidigungskanonenkommandant 2025 on Steam, wishlisted now. And join our Discord to not miss anything and chat with us.
Man, all the little chunkety clunks, the switches and buttons. Oh.
Who knew managing a planetary defense cannon could be so cozy? PVKK is blasting its way onto PC in 2025. Ned?
There's an obnoxious rodent on the loose. Thankfully not in the studio, but let's keep an eye
Yeah.
out.
I think it's like a press kit or something.
All right?
All right, Steph was asking about the
squirrel.
The shipment that just arrived. I guess I can open it now that my camera's off. There's no danger of doxing myself.
In a world of peace and tranquility.
This is SWAG Morning
Homeowners will now hunt
are causing significant power.
Yeah, sometimes when they work on the car next door, my little mouth will open when the car revs up.
Fate is
Oh, you getting in here? Okay. I can actually... One second.
here to eat nuts and shoot some guns.
Oh.
And
Well-
guess what? He's all out of nuts.
Oh my god.
Expect sandwich
We finally got here.
and gunslinging
Wow.
in the platform epic you never knew could exist. Hold on to your nuts.
I gotta turn Steph's mic on.
Hierarchy. Get ready
Oh, he's got a gun.
with a gun.
I'm distracted.
Somebody's, you know that there were like devs somewhere that were like drunk at a bar and they're like, you know what would be great? A squirrel with a gun.
Stick 'em up. Squirrel with a Gun is coming to PC on August 29th with a console release later this year. So over to you, Ned.
Yeah, because we need
Let's take a
consoles
closer look at One-Eyed Lico.
with
This is a psychological
squirrels.
horror game inspired by
With guns.
I'm in the process of... Whoa. Of loading up stuff here.
Squirrels with guns.
Где еще ты найдешь такую компанию? Я ищу лихо, не чтоб угодить ему в пасть. Да ну, а для чего?
Упс.
Чтоб, черт. Да бес его знает, портной.
Wait.
Говорят, кто ступил в темный лес, не уйдет прежде.
Why isn't it... That's weird.
Выдержи
Squirrels.
его испытание.
I want to see the squirrel with guns again.
Чрево мертвеца. Умри и сам воскресни.
That's weird. Why isn't that working?
Готов?
It's just showing part of OBS.
Погоди!
That's me.
That's
I'm
supposed
the
to be you.
OBS window. Hello, OBS window.
Да, гости!
Super weird. I don't know how to... What?
One-Eyed Liko is coming soon, and you can wish list it on Steam.
All right, we're closing
Mine's still
in.
working, which is really confusing.
But that doesn't mean we don't.
Maybe
have
you're
any
breaking
tricks
the
left up
internet
our
by having
sleeve.
two beautiful
game was revealed
PNGs
at Gamescom
live at
last
once.
year, but we've
They
seen
won't allow it.
nothing else about it.
There we go.
Oh my god. Look at me. I'm right next to you. Woo. So tiny. Oh. Oh.
Sometimes things don't.
Oh. Look at us. We're getting real MST3K-ish here.
Okay. I think that'll do it. Maybe. Let's see here. Which one is the sensitivity? Oh, it's that part. Is it this? Oh, okay. Maybe I need to try. Oh, here we go. Okay. Trying to make it so that it doesn't wobble so much when Steph talks.
I'm just floating.
We're all just floating. Okay. What did I miss?
Squirrels with guns.
Oh yeah, I want to see.
I was like interrupting Lawrence as he was trying to move mics around so that I could talk about the squirrel with the guns.
It was an important thing to talk about.
And then it looks like there's some spooky things happening.
Yeah, I'm kind of into this.
Oh.
Cool.
That's alien foot. Is it the V is an alien foot? Alien hand? 3 fingers?
Retrieval is a haunting horror adventure built in Unreal Engine 5, and it's coming soon.
All right. I think it's okay. I think it's all set up.
Unfortunately, that also means our
Yeah,
Gamescom
I'm actually
showcase
surprised. I
has
think
come to
this
an
is
end.
the first time in a very long time that there has been a
Great hosting with
sexier lady host outfit.
Yeah, you're right. It's usually pretty demure.
Well, they try to prevent that because,
I'd
you
also
know,
like to
like,
thank everyone at home for tuning
they'll
in.
usually tell
You
women,
might
please
wanna
wear
stick around,
pants.
though, as
Please
even
don't
though
wear
we're
a
getting out of
dress.
here, the Future
Please don't
Game
wear
Show
anything too
expansion
low
pack
cut.
is coming up
Really?
right
Yeah.
Just so nerds aren't weird about it.
Yeah, and then like, well, I mean, also depending on what the background is, like, of course, don't wear certain colors, things like that.
GamesRadar.com, as well as our FGS social channel.
Oh, I think they're wrapping it up.
And make sure you follow up.
Oh,
on
God
any
damn
games
it.
that caught your eye. Drop a wish list.
They had
play the demo,
the squirrels with guns.
some love on social media.
I thought that should close the
It
show.
really does. I'm Alex McKenna.
And I'm Ned Luke.
Great.
And this has been the Future Game Show at Gamescom 2020.
Now, while they have like a full presented by Civilization,
Yeah, they sponsored the whole show. It's kind of
Wow.
impressive.
you know that somebody like, I don't know about y'all. You ever gotten a deck from a company that tries to be like, so here's the levels of sponsorship that we could give you, and this is what you'll get out of it. We'll put your name on everything, and you're like, is that it?
I can't click back in the playhead for some
For
reason.
$20,000, I get my game's name on this. That's it. For $100,000, we'll say your name twice. Yay!
It's
What
so
a
weird.
deal!
Like broken out that granularly.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I just got pitched a sponsorship thing for like a panel that they were like, "Oh, if we have you as a sponsor, then we'll make sure that like your name is listed on everything. We'll make sure your logo's on the step and repeat." And it's like, "Ooh, the step and repeat."
That's going to be in the background of everyone's photos, though.
Yes.
What a big deal. What a deal. We got to look into that. Law Dog Productions sponsoring events. Getting on.
You're like, I'm gonna give you $50.
Put me on the put me on table spreads. Put me on the cups.
Oh yeah, just your little PNG, put, like on like cocktail napkins. Just like people go, "What the fuck is this?" And they're, "What the fuck is a law dog? What?"
A little thumb. Thumb, man. This doesn't make any sense. Why am I looking at this? All right. I'm hot. I'm really hot. God, it's hot. I'm gonna go sit in front of an air conditioner. I feel like it's lunchtime. Time for lunch. You want to have lunch, Steph?
We can have lunch.
All right. We're gonna go have lunch. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Future Game Show. God damn, it's hot.
Even though I only got to see squirrels with guns.
Yeah, I want to click back and watch it again, but it won't let me. So that's weird.
Well, that's because you're not a paid sponsor like
God,
Sid Meier's Civilization. bet
Meyer
you
Civilization can do whatever they want.
they can go back. They can rewind as much as they want and replay the squirrels with guns.
That's not fair. The squirrel did look really cute holding that gun. All right. Until next time, folks. Thanks for watching. Happy Gamescom. Enjoy video games. See you next time. Bye-bye.